And that's Dorothy. She looks like me.
Everyone has a favorite movie. Now, people with visual disabilities can find theirs. Comcast is proud to introduce the first talking guide from Xfinity.
Hello everyone for Blind Abilities. My name is Simon Bonenfant, and I'm here at the Comcast Accessibility Lab in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I'm here with the Vice President of Accessibility, who is blind, Tom. Good. Right now we're going to be doing a little demonstration.
Well, welcome to the Comcast Technology Center, the new Comcast Technology Center, and our Accessibility Lab here. Happy to have you here. And so what we're going to talk about right now is one of the newer features we've added. I'm sure many of your listeners may be familiar with the Xfinity X1 set-top box. This is our set-top box that offers the talking guide that we call voice guidance. And voice guidance allows you, if you're blind, to navigate all of the on-screen menus. You can schedule DVR recordings, navigate on demand. You could even run Netflix on our box. What I wanted to show you, Simon, is some new things that we added. So we'll make sure that the voice guidance is enabled, and then I'm going to show you a page that we call our video description collection page.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah, because we're all in the audio description. We're all into that. Yes.
Yeah. So video description, audio description, those terms are used interchangeably.
Right.
The FCC in their rules calls it video description. So I just kept us in line with that since, we do have to comply with a lot of those rules. So it's just easier. Yes. Interchange audio description, video description, and you'll be good to go. Simon, what I'm going to show you now is our video description collection page, where we allow customers to easily find anything that we know about that has video description or audio description.
Oh, that's terrific.
So I have voice guidance enabled. That's our talking guide on X1. I have the X1 voice remote in my hand, the remote that we ship with every X1 box. And I'm going to hold down the voice button, and I'm going to say, shows with video description.
Video description. Featured content with video description. Described video airing today. Press down for described video airing now. Press left or right arrow to review items, then press OK to select.
So right now we're on a page, and it has multiple rows, and the first row that we see here is featured. Basically, we announce the row followed by the first item in the row. So if I move down.
Described video airing now. This. Season 6, Episode 2, Agent of Float, 60 Minutes, rated TV 14. Press down for described movies and specials on demand. Press up for featured content with video description.
So you can see some hint text there at the end. And when I arrow down, you heard...
Described video airing now.
Yeah, described video airing now.
Yep. So that's something on the TV that's actually airing right this time, right?
Yeah, and you heard NCIS for NCIS.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now if we arrow across...
Pinkalicious and Petterific.
A lot of kids shows.
The Mummy Returns, 123 minutes. Arthur. Season 2, Episode 13, Water in the Brain.
Right, and then if I go down, we'll check out what movies are available.
Described movies and specials on demand. Captain Marvel, 124 minutes, from $19.99.
Oh, there's a lot of movies there.
Yep. And then if I go in here.
Captain Marvel, by HD, $19.99. Trailer, 2 of 5. Parental Guide, 3 of 5. 9, 1 of 5.
Move back out.
Included with.
I can go through and go down another
Described
row.
Movies and specials on demand. Chicago PD, 128 episode. Good Girls, 23 episodes. Chrisley Knows Best, 121 episodes.
So I'm going to go back up to the featured content.
Featured content with video
and I'm going to move
description.
over here.
Ability through innovation with Dealt. Hairspray Live. Pitch Perfect. The Wiz.
And that
Pitch
little
Perfect.
tone that you just heard was that I was at the edge of the
Wiz.
screen. That da-dum.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So The Wiz was an interesting story for us in that this was the first musical to be broadcast in prime time that aired with live audio description, similar to how you would see it in the theater.
Great.
This was 4 or 5 years ago that we did this.
Oh, so everyone got to hear that then?
Yeah, well,
Wow.
so everyone got to hear it if they were tuned into the SAP channel where video description is available,
Okay,
right?
got it. Right.
The usual method for adding audio description is that it is added to pre-recorded shows, right? This was a musical. NBC for a while was broadcasting musicals around the holiday season, and The Wiz was one of them. We were able to work with NBC, and they brought in 2 describers that were literally describing the action in real time, almost like play-by-play of a sporting event, except it was more elegant description of
Oh, right, because it was
show.
live, right?
Yeah, but it was live. So I'm going to go in here and select it.
The Wizlet, purchase age, restart, 2 of 7.
And then you will see what it sounds like,
Video
or hear what it
description.
sounds like. So right now,
Is live. The golden wheat fields of Kansas are projected onto screens surrounding a stage. A winding dirt road cuts through the sloping field towards an
so now I could turn
Wow, that's
off.
terrific.
I could turn off video description if I wanted. Video description.
In front of it, John in a checkered shirt attends to a broken fence.
So you and I don't know what's going on. Video description.
Video description.
A wooden fence post.
Play.
So you can see where
Wow.
we got some description in there.
Yep. That was very clear, too, the description.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we went through our collection page, right? We discovered that The Wiz was part of the featured content, and we opened up the Wiz. Since it's a movie that we've had on our box for a while, I arrowed over to restart, and then I pressed restart, and the movie started to play. And in our case, the video description setting was already turned on, so we started to pick up the narration right off the bat. But I also showed you there that you could just say a simple voice command, video description, and you can toggle description on or off.
And the voice commands can also be used for certain channels, right? Like the live TV as well?
Sure. So I could go in here. I'm going to go exit out of the
Video
Wiz.
description. Now playing Comcast employee channel.
So now we're on the Comcast employee channel. I'm going to give a voice command and say
112 minutes rated PG. High definition.
watch
available.
NBC.
Closed captions available. Video description available. 2000. Now, this is how you do it. Harvey's Hundreds, Steve's Side Deal. Before we go.
So we just told you which show was on, and we tuned to NBC. So I just said watch NBC. I don't even have to say watch. I can just say
Yeah, that was bad. You know.
Golf Channel.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
That's Steve Harvey, I think.
Now playing Golf Central pregame.
So now we tuned to the Golf Channel, and voice guidance told you what was playing.
That's great, yeah.
Now playing Golf Central pregame.
Xfinity Sports app get the
And now
latest
we're getting a
scores and schedules.
notification.
Press the Z key to launch the sports
Oh, so it reads that too. Wow.
Yep.
And you could also do, because I know a lot of the listeners will like this, and I know I do that, you could also navigate through the channels. If you didn't know what was on and you wanted to watch, you could also navigate, and it would tell you what's on now, what's coming up next, right? That's correct?
So with voice guidance, I can right arrow,
What's on now? Now playing Golf Central.
and if I go down,
2 p. Women's College World Series update. 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. ESPN.
so Women's College World Series update is on.
Jalen and Jacoby. 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. ES2 HD.
And now you're going through the channels.
I'm going
Right.
through the channels. I'm just,
1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
it's like you're chilling on the couch, just browsing through a list.
And that is very cool because that's something that the sighted can do and the blind can do as well. Because I know for a long time, I would have to use the numbering system, which I'm sure you know about that too, where you type in the numbers, and that was all you could get. If you wanted a certain channel, someone would have to tell you the numbers, and that was it. But you wouldn't know anything else.
Right.
You know, and now that's completely all accessible.
Yeah.
It's terrific.
Yep, I can quickly go through our accessibility menu. So here at Comcast, we pride ourselves on the customer, placing the customer no more than a single key press or a simple voice command away from enabling accessibility. We are committed to inclusive design. So our view is, you and I need the talking guide, and so we should be able to pick up any X1 remote and quickly turn it on, but just as quickly turn it off, right? Similar to how smartphones work, where triple tap.
Yeah, the triple click home for voiceover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So in this case, I am going to move over to the
Main
menu.
menu. Press right or left arrow on demand. Search. Apps.
And so I could have done that through a voice command too, but I just want to go through the
My account.
old school
See
way.
your account language set.
We have Spanish and French voice guidance.
Accessibility settings. Accessibility.
There's one you want.
Yep.
Closed captioning on
And
selected.
so now we're
Press
in, we know that
down
closed
arrow to
captioning is
view
on.
categories.
I'll turn it
Press
off.
OK to closed captioning off selected.
Now that's
Pre-
off.
Closed captioning options.
So
Not
closed
unlocked
captioning, we
closed captioning
can
text.
adjust our fonts, contrast, all that.
Video description, on selected.
So that's
Listen
on.
to audio descriptions of a program. Voice guidance, on selected. On-screen text and options are spoken aloud to help you navigate through the screens. Voice guidance options. Customize voice guidance by adjusting the speech rate.
70s.
And now we can...
Enhance text readability, on selected. Modify the look of text in the guide.
I like a visual.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the most recent setting that we added,
Remote shortcut. Voice guidance selected. Easily turn CC. Video description of voice guidance on and off when you press the B key twice on your remote.
so now I can change this.
Remote shortcut options. Closed captioning. Press up or down arrow to repeat. Video description.
Oh, you could do a shortcut for the video description.
Yeah, I'm going to map it to video description.
Remote shortcut. Video description selected.
Okay.
Easily turn CC. Video description.
So now I'm going to go
voice
back
guidance
to the Wiz. I'm going to say shows with video description.
Heads to Ohio, for the man who changed the game.
Video description. Featured content.
I'm going to go
with
back to
video
the Wiz.
Masterpiece. Today,
So before you saw me do it with a voice command,
Pitch perfect. The Wiz. The Wiz Lib. The Wiz Lib. Purchased HD on 3
And so now I'm gonna
18.
restart.
1. Restart. 2.
and we'll see.
Video description.
The Wiz Live. The Golden Wheat
There it is with
Fields of
description.
Kansas.
Now I'm going to press the B key
Screens
twice,
Surrounding a state.
Video description.
and I just turned it off.
Wow, that's terrific.
I'm gonna turn
So
it on.
that's good too for if the sighted family member and the blind person's in there and the sight doesn't want it, so just do that. The thing, turn it off, but when a blind person goes to watch it, they turn it right back on. They don't have to go into the settings and mess around with it. Just do that. That is terrific, and that's something.
So that's inclusive design right there,
Yep,
right?
exactly.
You could do it through voice, but we realized that voice is not a one-size-fits-all solution. And so now you have the key press as well. And for other segments of the disability community, you can control this whole experience just by moving your eyes. That's Eve's favorite feature that we have.
Wow, that is neat.
Because she got to show it to one of our customers. And so, she loves the talking guide, but I think the eye tracking has got to be the piece for her.
Yeah,
right,
that's
Eve?
very cool.
So we're bringing people in from the lab into your podcast here.
Good.
So that's the shortcut. That was added within the past year. The collection page was added in the past year. We spent a lot of time and energy increasing our library of described content. So working with the networks and the studios and our in-demand, which provides all of the content, gets it all configured for us to make sure that description is available. So we've been busy there, and now we're working to do other things with X1 to extend voice guidance. Now you can navigate YouTube. I can just say YouTube. So it's going to take a moment to load, and now it's going to load.
YouTube on TV is loaded.
So now,
Listen again.
YouTube Emily's Oz.
Emily's Xfinity. Xfinity 63 seconds.
So I did a search. We brought up Emily's Oz. I can open this up. It said it was 63 seconds. So now we've launched Emily's
I
Oz.
think about the shape. I think about color.
Well, that's terrific.
This Emily's Oz spot that we're playing here in the background features a 7-year-old girl who's blind.
Wow.
Her favorite movie is The Wizard of Oz.
And he is
And
very
we
scared of everything.
had this ad campaign running in 2015, and it was to, for the first time, tie our accessibility commitment to the Xfinity brand. And to this day, this campaign is the most viewed brand campaign in our marketing history.
Wow, that's great.
And, everybody always tears up when they see this because it's the little girl in Wizard of Oz, and she's, talking about her vision of the Wizard of Oz. So check out YouTube Emily's Oz.
I think about the shape. I think about color. I also think about sound. I take it into my brain and I think about what would it look like to me? My Tin Man has a big toe the size of a house. The lion is small like a toy poodle and has webbed duck feet. And he is very scared of everything. My scarecrow has wooden teeth. His fingernails are really long. And his clothes have tubes on them. And that's Dorothy. She looks like me.
Everyone has a favorite movie. Now, people with visual disabilities can find theirs. Comcast is proud to introduce the first talking guide from Xfinity.
And then you can go to emilysoz.com and you can actually see how the spot was made. That's pretty cool too.
Very nice. Yeah, I like how you have ads that come out with it too, because for people who wouldn't know about it, it's something that the general public could be introduced to as well. I mean, I know that for a lot of people who don't have a disability or don't know anyone with a disability, they wouldn't know about these features exist, but it's always good to spread the word and to let the people know that this is something out there, and the advertisement does that. Okay. Well, thank you, Tom. And is there any contact information that someone who is blind or visually impaired or anyone with disability could get in touch with the accessibility department of Comcast?
So we have a dedicated support team for customers with disabilities. You can reach us by phone at 855-270-0379 between 8 a.m. and midnight, 7 days a week. You can send an email to accessibility@comcast.com. You can also go to comcast.com/accessibility page and learn more about our efforts, and there you'll be able to link off to our support area where you can do accessible chat as well with our accessibility agents. Multiple ways you can contact us.
Oh, that's great. Well, Tom, thank you for talking with me, and I want to just say that your company has a very, very strong commitment to accessibility, and I know it's very important to you as is to me. And thank you for making everything very accessible for the blind and disabled community in general. So you're doing a good job with that.
Thank you, Simon, for getting the word out through Blind Abilities, and have you come back another time.
Cool. Very good.
Be sure to check out our previous podcast where Tom Ladowski talks about his journey through accessibility and his pathway to become Vice President of Accessibility at Comcast. And I must say, such a great job by our teen correspondent, Simon Bonenfant. And for more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter @blindabilities, and download the free Blind Abilities app from the App Store and the Google Play Store. That's 2 words, Blind Abilities. Enable the Blind Abilities skill on your Amazon device just by saying, Enable Blind Abilities. A big shout out to Chi Chow for his beautiful music. You can follow Chi Chow on Twitter at @LChiChow. Most importantly, I want to thank you, the listener. Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed. And until next time, bye-bye.
When we share
what we see
through each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap between
the limited expectations and the realities
of blind abilities. The realities of blind abilities.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter @blindabilities, download our app from the App Store, Blind Abilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.